Horizon 3. Alright, well what's up guys, this Woman Ninja here with some more Forza Horizon 3 gameplay, and we're back in Blizzard Mountain for part 3 of our Let's Race, and today we got a little bit of a challenge. We're going to take and be doing some 1,000 horsepower rear-wheel drive, and within 4,000 to 5,000 pounds, so fairly heavy, because most 1,000 horsepower cars are like supercars, so we're going to take something different. I have taken the Hellcat, and I was going to do the Challenger, but it was too light, so I had to take the Charger. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's still a good car. So I'm here, and DRJ is actually building his car, and then I'm going to invite them to the lobby. We're going to get this thing started. We're going to do a couple races, see which is the best, and then after we're done doing a couple challenges here, we're actually going to take her and go do some races on the actual map of Australia. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to have Sharp Luigi go and join us there. So, yeah, well, let's jump right in. We're just going to wait a little while and let Drake finish up with his car. I don't know what he chose. All right, cool.
Just putting a few decals on.
All right,
I'm putting Racing Fan 123 decal on here. I'm not actually him, just so you guys know. I just like his videos, so that's why I have it on here.
Yeah, go check him out on YouTube. Is it just Racing Fan?
It's Racing Fan 123.
Racing Fan
No
123.
spaces.
All right, yeah, go check
Racing
him
Fan
out.
123.
All right, sweet.
We might appear over on his channel 1 or 2 times. I doubt it, but he might mention us a few times.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to know him, so.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We're good friends with him. So, great. We'll see you out here in a little while. Then until then, I'm just gonna go kind of cruise around in the Hellcat. It's gonna be interesting. 1,000 horses, and it's or 1,000 ponies, as the video title is called. So, this will be interesting. I've never driven a rear-wheel drive Hellcat with this much horsepower, so I don't know. I drove a stock. Was it Charger or Challenger? I think it was a Challenger Hellcat. I stocked one on the snow, and it was pretty tough. So this will be interesting. Yes, this has snow tires, but still, this might be a little bit of a challenge to drive. So, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's all.
All right,
could
you invite me?
Part of the game. All right, yep, I'll invite. I'm just gonna send some quick invites real quick. Invite party to game.
Weird.
All right, did you guys get
All right.
those?
I got it.
All right, sweet. All right, and then where do you want to meet up? Oh, air.
I don't know. Should we just meet up on like at the hub or the Frozen Lake?
Yeah, meet up. We'll meet up at the Frozen Lake, and then because I'm sure you have some races in mind that you would like to do.
Yeah.
A race that was really interesting. If anybody watched part 2 of my broadcast, or well, not part 2 of the broadcast, but part 2 of the gameplay, which is on YouTube. Go ahead and check that out. Burnt Rubber Gaming. We actually went and did the Kingmaker, and it was pretty interesting. Wasn't the easiest.
Out of curiosity, what was
that
that challenge one?
What was that challenge one?
Challenge was that one?
Yeah.
Was that the one we did last night or yesterday?
No. That was well, actually, last night we actually took and we did the ones with the cop cars, the Crown Vics. But just earlier today, I uploaded one, and we took just some cars and went through and did the Kingmaker. And prior to that video, I had never driven on that track, so it was pretty interesting. And I would recommend it. It's long.
Oh, great.
But it's still very good. So I recommend doing that.
Why haven't I driven this car on the snow before?
Oh God, I see the car there. Real quick before we start doing some challenge stuff, I'm just gonna say again, if you guys would like to see anything else, for even anything back to Forza 5, I'll do. Because I'm.
Or if you want to even join us in these videos.
Yeah, even join us. Oh my God, you took that.
I got a question, DRJ.
And this is from
Is rally
another video.
and rally tires
Change the horn.
allowed or what?
Yeah, they're legal. They're legal. Yeah.
Alright. Make sure before I did it.
All right.
So we got Drake here in his Crown Vic, the one that he used last one of our first videos. I believe it was I believe
The last video we did.
Yeah, I believe it was part 1 of our Let's Race. Was our new Let's Race series that we're starting. I believe it was part 1. Yeah, it was part 1. I'm looking at it right here. Part 1, Rally Cops, and then earlier today I uploaded Forza Horizon 3 Let's Race Part 2, the Kingmaker, and I did that with Chris. Shout out to him. And it was a really interesting track. I never thought I was going to enjoy it, but I thought it was just kind of like the Storm Island finale from Horizon 2. But I'll tell you what, it was a fun race. I really enjoyed that. And we had a close call. I was going to win, and I was actually in a Raptor, and he was in I believe a 2017 Ford Focus RS, and that light RS all-wheel drive just pulled on the straight, and he barely beat me by like a couple tenths of a second. It was a good race. It was a close one too, but so I recommend watching that video, Burnt Rubber Gaming, on YouTube. So just go search us and comment, like, and subscribe. So if you guys would like to see anything, any of the gameplay, anything back to Forza 5, so Forza 5, Forza 6, Horizon 2, all that stuff, just let me know. Go ahead and put that in the comments. If you're watching on Twitch, put that in the Twitch chat. Or you can contact us through burntrubbergaming@gmail.com. And like I said in the last couple videos, yes, this is for racing games, but if you would like to set to something else, even Battlefield 1, I'll do Battlefield 1 gameplay. I was actually on Battlefield 1 earlier today, thought about recording it, and was like, I don't know, I'll ask first before I go and record
Well,
videos,
we take most suggestions.
We do take most suggestions, so if you guys would like to see, Call of Duty gameplay, Black Ops 3 gameplay, Battlefield 1 gameplay. I know Star Wars Battlefront is very popular. It's a little old, but it's still very popular. If you guys would like to see that, I'll put that up there.
And I come back to a blizzard.
Oh yes, here's a blizzard. It's snowing pretty hard here in Blizzard Mountain. But that's all part of the experience, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh yes. I was talking in part 2 with Chris, and I love the realism of this game. Just the way the snow falls and the way there's the black ice everywhere, and it's perfect. It really is insane to see what the Xbox One console is capable of, and then now having it on PC and Xbox One S. It really is insane. Drake, I'm on my way over to the frozen lake right now. I see him on the map.
Okay.
But I was talking to Chris, and it just really is insane. I mean, and then just Microsoft does a fantastic job with developing the console, and then for the developers of the games, Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, for them to just develop this it's insane. The graphics are fantastic. I mean, they're just so lifelike.
This is great.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love Forza, and everybody's it's the crew. Yes, I like the crew, I really do, but this is insane. I love Forza. I think it's probably the best I've ever played, and I mean, you can't beat. You just can't beat it. So we're gonna jump right into our challenge here. We got the Crown Vic. We got, well, I guess I could be an undercover cop car. I mean, not with a Hellcat engine, but close.
Well, they actually are using Hellcats on some police stations now.
Really? They are? Really? I had no idea. I thought it was just the standard. Wow, well, that's interesting. So that'll be good then. So I got the cop car and the undercover cop car here.
Well, I'm technically a demolition derby car, but whatever.
Wait, that's the one you... Okay, yeah. For those of you who haven't seen our last videos, in part 1 of our new Let's Race series, Drake actually had used that car for the Rally Cops, and it was actually previously, before he even used it for that, a demo derby car, and now he's using it for the cop challenge. Now he's using it for this, and you're getting a lot of use to that car, aren't you?
Yeah, I've never thought I'd like a Ford this much.
Yeah, see Drake over there is oh, please make it over, and I rolled that. Okay. But Drake is a huge Chevy guy, so he's always bashing Ford over stuff. But I'm a Ford guy. I always have been. So
I'd like to try this Devil's Corners hill climb. I've never done it. It looks cool.
Let me look for that. Go to the map.
It's right by the Devil's Corners.
Devil's Corners.
Yeah, above the frozen lake to the right. Right before
Ooh.
last turns.
Yeah, look at that. All right, I'm gonna actually save time. I'm gonna fast travel there, and we're actually gonna take. We'll go do that if you like.
Yeah,
And
sure.
we'll see what these cars are capable of. All right, so I'm gonna hit enter event. We're gonna jump right in. Devil's Corners Hill Climb, Modern Muscle. That will not work. So we're just gonna take and we're just gonna go and use.
Do anything goes. An open class.
All right, we'll
Why?
just use
Because that's easy.
exactly. Yeah, we'll just use this one because it's here. All right, I'm gonna take the Charger Hellcat, and we're gonna see what's capable of. So also another thing too, you know, if you guys would like to play with us, please let me know. I do monitor the Twitch chat. I look at the comments on the videos. Just there's multiple ways to contact us.
Xbox.
You can even do that. Exactly. Thank you, Drake. There's multiple ways to contact us. Just ask. You know, we want to really, you know, make this channel grow and connect with our viewers, and it'd be great. So go ahead and contact us. So we're here. Oh Lord, I'm only.
All right,
I can
let's
only
get
imagine.
the show on the road.
Oh, I can only imagine. Hellcat sounds good, man. And go. Oh, and there's the Ford. And
Yep,
come on. I see you slide behind me.
Well, to me, this feels like an off-road race, so I like to take my car sideways.
Oh yes, I don't blame you.
Oh, yep.
Keeping the rear end in line there.
I forgot this is asphalt. I might have to try and drive it like an asphalt car.
And the rear end
Well,
wanted to
I'll
slide
try
out
to
there a
do
little
both.
bit. Monitor the
Well,
throttle.
see,
just a
I'm
bit so it
kind
doesn't
of trying
slide.
that.
Just keep it in line, keep it in line, keep it in line, keep it in line. I'm kind of nervous for this car because you know, A, it's got 1,000 horsepower. B, I don't race with any assists on. So, you know, I'm just trying to keep the throttle easy because, you know, you're always tempted to just put your finger down. But tell you what, he's got it.
By the way, I watched the video this morning, and I saw that in the Cop Car Challenge, you kind of turned some assists on.
Yes, I did for that because I had some issues with that car specifically. I'm sorry. See, Drake.
It's fine. It's fine.
Drake is always, for those of you who,
Drake!
who haven't watched past videos, up until okay, here's a little bit of backstory on me and my gaming history. I never had an Xbox 360. I know it's terrible. And one day I was like, you know, all my friends had Xbox Ones, and this was actually before, I think it was before I had met Drake. And I know Drake.
Yeah, this is before.
I know Drake personally. I go to school with him. So before I actually had met Drake, I had my birthday up on There's ice here. I had my birthday and I had some birthday money, and I was like, well, you know, all my friends have Xbox Ones. Maybe I should go get one. And I looked and I looked and I looked, and what really got me excited about gaming just in general was actually watching AR12. I watched him forever, and that was a quick raise. I watched him forever, and I watched all the Horizon 2 stuff, and I fell in love with the game, and I'd always wanted to get an Xbox and just never really thought about it, and then that summer I was like, guess what? I'm going to get one. So I actually bought myself an Xbox. I used birthday money and some allowance, and I was like, I got to get one. So I got one, and the first game I ever got on my Xbox One console was actually Horizon 2. So it was really cool to, you know, to see
I
the
started
realism.
out with Forza 4.
See,
And
yeah,
I've
Drake's
had every Forza since then, except for Forza 5.
Drake's been doing this for a while. I think Sharp has as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Sharp's been doing it since before me.
Oh, Sharp's been doing it for a while
No.
then too.
I've been before
Ooh.
you, Drake.
A Horizon
Remember?
Edition
Yeah,
Mercedes-Benz.
Nice.
If you
Is it
remember, I had
C63?
my 360 and I got internet. You guys had Forza 4, and you actually guys one told me to get Forza 4. You and Tactical. Can you remember?
Really?
Yeah.
I
And I got
honestly
it
don't
that
remember
summer.
back that far. Honestly, I've thought of I never thought that I would be speaking to you this day. I just wrote you off as like, oh, okay, I'll be nice to this guy, but whatever.
Yeah, I figured that. Most people do. I ain't worried
Interesting
about
how Xbox creates those. You know, you become friends with those people, and
I don't know, this Mountain Peak Scramble or the Descent looks good. I was almost thinking about maybe doing a race also over at the snow park.
it. Actually, if you
here-
remember Drake,
we can actually take and go do that, and
Okay.
why not? We can either do this, or it's up to you. Whatever you're the one who came up with the challenge before, and then we were like, hey, we should make a video on it. So, but as I was saying, I had gotten Forza Horizon 2 and I loved it, and just ever since then.
Let's try the Scramble then.
The Scramble, all right. And just ever since then, I loved it. I thought it was just the coolest thing, and I'm so glad I got an Xbox. And then shortly after, I met Drake through school, and it was he had an Xbox 360 at the time, and then that Christmas he actually got his Xbox One, and we've been playing Forza together, and it's been great. So, it's I tell you what, if you're sitting here watching and I don't have Horizon 3 yet, get Horizon 3. I mean, just some of the stuff that the car is, it's amazing.
Ask for Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, well, I hope you don't take offense to a lot of stuff we say, but just save up your money. It's fun.
It really is. It
I'm
really
sorry,
is.
I have to incorporate you guys.
Yeah, it's. I tell you what, Horizon 3 just. It's insane. It's some of the stuff is just fantastic. I mean,
and if you're sitting there saying I don't have enough money, I understand. I'm not gonna bark you up a tree saying get Horizon 3. Whatever
yeah,
you
I
wanna
mean,
do.
and it really is. I actually bought the Ultimate Edition. I love it. I did because I'm used to playing Forza. I've been playing Forza for a while. I even bought Forza 5 after I got Horizon 2 to go back and see, and I've always wanted to get a 360 to go back, and I just never have. So you missed a lot. I don't know. People say I did. I'm like,
well, you did,
maybe.
but you didn't.
Exactly. And it just it really is a great, just everything about it. I mean, this is what really got me into Forza into gaming was just Forza in general. It's just everything from the people who make it. They try their best and they work so hard to turn 10. I watch I go on.
If any of you guys at Turn 10 are listening, thank you.
Yeah, thank you
for creating
so
this
much
game.
for this game. This game is.
I doubt anyone from Turn 10 will, but yes.
Yeah,
and
but
please
if-
next you need to
Never
add
know.
dirt oval cars.
Yes, add dirt cars.
I have to say yes.
Add
I'm
pickup
a big
trucks too.
dirt fan, so
Yeah, I am too, and
pickup trucks and trailers would be fun too. Like
That'd
haul
be
your
fun,
car
yeah.
around to like yeah.
it's not the most. I think dirt cars are more realistic than putting trucks in game, but hey, it's nice to dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, if you guys don't own it, do your best. It really is a good game, and if you do, hey, I gotta hit ice. And if you do own it, by all means, please contact us. Let us know.
Join us.
Please contact us. Let us know. Be like, hey, there's a wall, and let us know. Be like, hey, I have Horizon 3. Can I play with you guys? Totally. Please, by all means, join us. Comment, like, and subscribe.
Join us.
Yeah, join us.
Oh God.
And there's lap 2 coming up here in 100 yards.
Tree.
Oh gosh. Even if you're a tree, come join us. We don't care.
Oh yes. Oh God, get the
smack
wall.
the
There's
tree.
a wall.
Oh, same difference.
Oh God, this thing's insane.
The only thing I ask is please be able to speak English.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that, yeah. But
I'm taking a Spanish class and I'm not fluent. No,
Yeah,
no
same.
offense, but
Yeah,
learning
same.
new language is hard.
but how did we get on this? Oh, we were talking about how I always had assists on. Well, that's what happens. You talk and then you finish the race and get another conversation, and then you go back to the conversation you had. You can't remember where you were the first time. Well, ever since I've met Drake, it's always been, turn your assists off, turn your assists off. Well, it was always okay. Race with traction control off and race with manual. And I got Horizon and I never could. I got Horizon 2 and I never could. And one day I said, forget it, I'm going to. And I turned them off and I said, I'm not going back into that pause menu to change them back to the way they were. And I just learned,
That's
I guess.
how I learned.
And that's how I learned. I used traction control off and, oh God, here
In
goes the rear
fact,
end sliding
Rex
out.
was the one who taught me how to drive with all of this. I have to give him credit. He's the one who taught me how to drive. Then with the mentoring of Sharp here, and I became the driver I am.
And you know,
Well, I pushed you.
it was always, and then you guys pushing me to become a better driver. You know, see, it's interesting how we all push ourselves to become better drivers. You know, and that's why I like the Xbox One and the games that they have for it. It's because they're so, you can connect with everybody. You know, you can race your friends, and you know, it's not like it's just a single player game. I mean, it is if you're sitting alone, but if you have Xbox Live, it enables you to do things that are just amazing. You can, you know, it's such a competitive game. You can do everything like that and really race together, even though you're, you know, sitting by yourself in your bedroom or your living room, wherever you're playing your Xbox. But it's so connective and it's great. And oh God, Sharp's phone's ringing. And
The phone is ringing.
Oh Lord, no.
I'm done. I'm
phone.
stopping. I'm stopping.
The phone. Is there a hole in that? Why does it look like that?
What?
I was looking at. Oh God.
Oh shoot! Don't spin! Don't spin! Yeah, I figured out a Crown Vic is not the best car to race in the snow.
Yeah, and I found out not to pay attention to other things on the road like rocks, but then I almost missed that checkpoint there.
Why? Rats are fun to watch. They move
but there was
so much.
All these people are freezing right now. All freezing.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
Oh,
God.
shoot! That's ice! That's ice! That's ice!
Yep, that's ice.
I thought I was gonna be a smart one and drift it. Nope. Oh gosh! Oh gosh!
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. You're faster than me.
I stopped. I was like, those people are freezing, and then I see this Crown Vic come up behind me. I'm like, oh God.
See, I'm good on dirt, not snow.
Yeah. We all have our.
Oh shoot! I thought we had
our
another lap.
fortes. Oh no, we're done.
All right, so I guess we'll do the snow park, then we'll go over to Sharp.
Yep, we'll do the snow park, and we're gonna head over to Sharp, and then after that, we'll wrap up this live stream. So
Oh, how about we when we go over to Sharp, we need to do those races that we did last time. I don't know about the Sawmill one, but those races we did.
We did
with
cross
the Crown
country,
Vics,
yeah.
those were fun.
Yep, those are a
Yeah, that
blast.
cross country. Yeah.
Yeah, those are all great.
Then at
I'll
the
tell you what.
construction site, that was fun too.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I really like the diversity. Nice, 100K. Thank you. The diversity of the cars, and the diversity of the tracks too. I mean, you know, you look at some of the courses. They're like, where did they come up with these? And it's just really cool to see that. And you know, I can't.
It also suits everyone.
Exactly. So if you're
Like
one of those,
if you're one of
Go
those
ahead, Drake.
hardcore street racers, you can go into the middle of a surfer's paradise, have all these street races. If you are an off-road guy like me, you look in the all around, and there's the races there for you.
yeah.
And then
I mean,
there's ones that have both.
exactly. And you know, hey, I'm one
And
of those
that's a
guys.
cliff. That's a cliff.
I'm one of those guys that, you know, that likes to drift, and I got you, Drake. I'm one of those guys that, you know, likes to drift, and it you know, I watch, you know, all those movies like I was saying, why is it taking forever to load? Like, you know, the Fast and Furious, and you know, all those modern, you know, the modern movies where they're in the city and stuff. And then you got Surfer's Paradise. You know, I like to be one of those people that goes and, you know, races out in the dirt and explores out in the open. There's the Outback. There's all the opportunities to do those things, and it's just really great. Race settings. Oh, it's 3 laps. Okay, good.
Wheelie!
And there we go.
I made a Crown Vic
Override.
do a wheelie by mistake, and drift at the
Nice.
same time.
Smooth. But you know,
I
this,
wasn't on a frozen lake when I did that.
yeah, I wasn't on a frozen lake. What are you talking about? But just this game is
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, just everything in it. You know, there's multiple different types of cars. There's buggies. Now there's three-wheelers in it. They might even be bringing in electric cars or hybrid cars. Hint, hint, January car pack. If
Truck needed.
yeah, trucks are needed. Well, you know what they need? They need to
Duramax.
bring in
Wait, what?
for Power Stroke. Like the new 17 Super Duty is what they need to bring into this game.
I think they need to bring both in.
Nah,
Yeah, both.
I think just the Ford. I think Ford's superior.
Well, you see, we've got to have enough for all tastes here. And
I guess. I mean, okay, if they didn't have Ford, I'd still drive the Chevy. I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah. Same here, but I mean, I would like to have a Silverado. Oh, you
Oh.
sneaky. If I didn't
Right.
whip my tail out there.
Oh god, come on, pass. Come on, go.
I should get on the gas more. I'm not on that icy road.
Oh, there we go. Come on. I tell you,
Wait,
I
you go up to that
really,
banking?
I
No.
really like this Hellcat. I mean, just look at the front end, savage. It's just, it's awesome. I would love to own a Hellcat
I'm hoping
in
my
real
luck
life.
will change whenever we go back over to the normal map. Well, you saw me last night.
I did. See, that's what I like about this game. It's so competitive. It's always, you know, it's always, you know, Drake and I are always, you know, Drake always says rubbing is racing, you know, and that's so true. We're always, you know, beating up on
rubbing
each
is
other
racing.
we're always beating up on
I
each
come
other
from the
just
dirt
to
track
go.
world, so
Yeah, see, Drake,
that's what it is. Rubbing's
Drake was-
racing.
Drake's been born and raised with dirt track racing, yeah. And my dad was my dad and his dad are truck buffs, and my mom's dad, so my other grandfather, owns 56 Chevy
come on.
Bel Air. So I've been born and raised with cars, and that's how
You're
I
gonna win.
that's how I grew up. Why would you do?
I didn't overshoot the first turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hey, you still have the dirt
That's
track
fine.
stuff with Sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
Hey,
here we
by the
go.
way, Sharp, get ready. We're on the last lap.
All right, there we go. That's my Hellcat. But as I was saying, I've always been born and raised with cars and trucks and, you know, stuff like that. And Drake has too. So, you know, it's really
Yeah.
Oh, there goes a Crown Vic over there.
I've also been raised to know don't buy a Ford; they'll break down. I always
Yeah.
remember my dad's old I think 90 something diesel Power Stroke. I think that was before they
Lies.
came out with Power Stroke.
Sorry, I had to cough there.
Was always in the shop. I always remember my dad working on it. That's my story, okay? So that's where I come from. But yeah. I'm not saying they're a bad truck. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying I prefer the Chevys.
You know, and that's okay, because you know what? That makes it more competitive, and maybe if they ever bring trucks into this game, then you know what? We're going to have a lot of challenges to do, Ford or Chevy, you know?
Exactly.
So,
But my losing over here proves my point that the Chevys and Dodges can beat this Ford.
you know what? I don't think it's the car, I think it's the driver.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How about last night when I won 2 of the 3 cross-country races? Well,
Yeah,
we
you
all
were
in
also
the
in
same
you were
car.
yeah, and you know what? You were also in a Ford.
We were all in Fords.
Well, yeah, my point is, you won using a Ford.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I also want to point something out to you though. Last night, or I watched your the YouTube video post. If you're using an off-road tire, go all the way down to 15 pounds of tire pressure.
And you know what?
They're not like asphalt tires.
I was regretting
That's
that.
what I have to say.
And I was really skeptical. I'm making an online free roam. So for the last
Okay.
15 minutes of this, for the last 15 minutes of this live stream, we'll go ahead and do all this. So, but I was saying, what was I saying? I can't remember now. It's just what happens when you lose your train of thought. I don't even remember anymore. We'll talk about something else now. Just like the hints for the January car pack. If you have gone on to AR12's website, I do. I watch it constantly. I watch ForzaMotorsport.net constantly.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, well,
No.
I recommend going on there when you can. They actually have an article, and they're talking about bringing for January however it's worded. So if I say this wrong, don't kill me, but it's something about the most requested BMW in Forza history or something like that. Well, that could be a lot of BMWs, but to bring a BMW in game, I'm thinking that it's going to be the i8. Now that's my personal guess, and I say that because I've watched AR12, I've watched the Slap Train, I've watched, countless other people.
By the
on
way,
YouTube.
shout out to you guys.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. And I've also watched, oh God, everybody. You watch them and then they go, oh, well, I want the car. Well, I can remember AR12 and Horizon 2 saying, I want the BMW i8 in game. And I laughed. I did. I laughed out loud. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But, then I did a little bit more research on the car, and I have gained so much respect for that car. It really is something special, and I love that car. I think I would love to have one. I think it's the coolest thing, and I laughed at it before. I thought it was a joke, but I'll tell you what, it really is something special to have an electric with a 3-cylinder. I mean, a hybrid supercar. It's insane. But back to the clues. AR12's been requesting that for how many months now? Well, I want that car. I want that car. Well,
I want a dirt late model. I want a dirt late model. I want a dirt late model.
Well, yeah, it's nice to dream.
Will that help me? Will that help my case? Maybe in a few years now, they'll add dirt cars now. I want a dirt sprint car also. I want a dirt modified. I want a street stock.
Okay, I mean, wait. Okay, let me say this, though. Steering away from the BMW thing for right now.
I'm kidding.
No, but maybe you're right. Steering away from the BMW thing right now. I have found out that Forza is listening to people, and
they are.
It sounds, as stupid as it sounds, one of the big how do I word this? One of the big signs that says that they are is because people said they wanted snow. Here we go. We got snow now.
True.
They also said
thinking. Yeah.
I was just gonna say again. Okay, we want snow. We got snow, but then we're sitting there and we want tracks. So what do they do for this December? Expansion pack. They go, okay, we're going to give you snow, and we're going to give you a miniature track, which we actually just raced on. That was the track in the new snow expansion. If you don't know, that was the racetrack for that. So now we have a racetrack and snow all in one expansion. So maybe...
Oh my gosh, this is so weird to drive not on snow now.
Yeah, it feels so weird to drive.
Alright, but anyway, what I was saying was, I think with the snow they did it because everyone's been asking for it and everyone can relate to that. Or a lot of people can, at least not everyone.
Yes.
The only reason that I have doubts is because dirt racing isn't popular. I know that they have it all over the world. It's in Canada, it's in the US, it's Mexico, Australia, and that's why I say bring it to the game. Come on, I mean, it's already over there. It's also in England. It's all over the world.
Yeah, and I also, having a track like that, I think they could. And I think in the future, yes, I know Forza Horizon 3 just come out, and Forza Motorsport 7 is scheduled to come out next year, September. Well, okay, they haven't said that yet, but come on, we all know it's going to happen. I mean, come on. Almost every Forza game comes out around that time of year, and, it's always flip-flop. So we obviously know it's going to be Forza Motorsport 7 next year. I mean, we obviously know that. But, I think...
I will say that I did watch... I think it was an AR12 video, speculating that it could be something else because they said that they wanted to have 3 Forza, there was going to be 3 Forza, things. I don't know how to say it. Like, there's going to be Motorsport, there's Horizon, But
I
There'll be
agree
three
with that
different,
statement too.
well, in
So-
a way, best way of saying it. 3 different studios. Best way of saying it.
Okay,
Motorsport,
okay, yeah.
Ryzen, and whatever they're going to make or build or whatever. One
I
way of
agree with-
saying it.
I agree with that too, but I mean, okay, yes, I agree with that, but I don't think that that's gonna happen next year. I personally don't think that's gonna happen.
It could and it couldn't.
It could,
I
it
don't
could.
know.
But my personal
I
guess,
do know that they
Lord,
said that they're coming out
offense.
with a whole new physics model.
Yes, they did say
Again?
that, and I wonder if that's going to introduce stricter restrictions for wheel count. So maybe air landed. Thank you. Stricter for wheels. So maybe motorbikes, like people have been asking for. Is that very likely? No,
True.
not at all. But is it possible? Of course it is. I've also been saying that maybe they're going to take and do something along the lines of larger, larger vehicles such as race trucks. They brought a race truck Mercedes to Forza Motorsport 6 a couple months ago. If you guys didn't know that, they did, and huge success. People love it. Playing soccer with that and the BMW bubble car is fantastic. Yes,
yeah,
I know.
that's fun.
It's fun to do because they're big trucks. They got torque, and you just haul and you run into the little BMW bubble car. Who cares? But stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it really is fun to to experiment with stuff like that. But I think if they were to bring something new, maybe something bigger, maybe we are talking big dualies. Maybe
You can start race now.
okay. Which one are we? Oh, we're doing that one. I keep talking. I was
Yeah.
totally zoned on it.
It's fine. That's fine.
We'll
It's
start
fun to
the
keep
one
us
up
on
by
track.
the. We'll start by the West Point Tower.
Okay.
But I was thinking maybe maybe they're gonna bring something bigger. So maybe we're gonna be able to Ford and Turn 10 or Playground Games, whoever you want to call it, the Forza Motorsport official, if you will, have a very, 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 very good relationship. They do.
Also Lamborghini.
And Lamborghini as well. Yes. So
Ferrari.
I'm thinking if they were to do something like that, is Sharp you in?
Yeah.
All right.
They do have good
Open
relations
club.
with Ferrari too. They did have a Ferrari on the cover of Forza 4.
Yes.
Fort
and
4, well, it's covered Fort 5.
I've never seen a Forza 5 cover.
it's the McLaren P1. But
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was thinking.
That was
I was
McLaren.
thinking maybe for like this third game or whatever you would like to call it that they're talking about. Maybe they're gonna do something like big with big trucks because we have cars, we have off-road, we have track. Maybe we're doing something with trucks. But regardless of what everybody thinks, there are
Oh,
multiple
God.
possibilities. There are multiple possibilities, and I think anything can happen. I'm not the person to say what's right and what's wrong, but I think that a lot of these things that we're saying, dirt racing, trucks, they're all very possible. But do I think they're going to happen next year? No. But that's me. I think Forza Motorsport 7, we're going to have... Oh, Chris invited me. Forza Motorsport 7, we're going to have, insane changes. I mean, we're even going to have, more tracks. Maybe the one that they use... the Ebola circuit in the new Grand Tour movie, or not movie, TV show.
No.
That's also a good thing to wonder too. Is the motorsport going to stick with? Are you guys going to stick with the Grand Tour or Top Gear? Like go with Top
Yeah,
Gear
that-
or the
that's
Grand
another
Tour?
thing,
That's
too.
an interesting thing.
Yeah,
Or
that's,
can we do both?
Yeah, well, maybe they
I
could do
doubt
both
it.
and references to both. Okay, maybe they're going to do the Grand Tour, but they're still going to keep the Top Gear test track. I could still see them keeping a Top Gear test track because it was in Forza Motorsport 6, and that's when, really all of Top Gear was kind of coming to an end. I mean, it's still on,
Yeah.
but those three hosts were kind of out at that point in time. So, but they still brought it in. So I could see them keeping a track, but then now having going to Amazon and being like, can we have the license to, the Grand Tour and all of its, stuff that comes
See,
with it.
I feel
yeah,
like
sure.
that it would
So, I
create
don't-
like that they're not going to do that because they're rivals. Like I don't think that
Well,
they
you gotta
Top
think
Gear
about
will
this
want to
too.
be involved.
But you gotta think about that too, DRJ, is look at Ford, Chevy, and Dodge. They're all rivals.
True. I think that that's something different though. And you've sent me into a wall.
I'm sorry.
But
I was paying attention. I was
Fine.
when
driving.
well, Horizon or Motorsport, when they go to these people asking, can we have this track? You don't, they don't pay you. You pay them for that track to get that.
True.
Yeah.
So you pay
and-
what they want you to pay to get that track.
But
That's just
I
why
also-
they put out a lot of these tracks out.
I also think that if two companies have a very good, or not companies, but two organizations have a very, very good relationship, it's going to be a lot easier to get stuff. Just like,
Yeah.
you know, just like going back, I'm not saying this because I'm a Ford guy. I mean, well, I am a Ford guy, but I'm going to say this anyway. But it could be the same way with Chevy. If, you know, Ford has the Ford Performance, so that's the Ford Focus RS, that's the Ford GT, that's the Ford Raptor, that's the Ford Mustang GT 350R, that's the Ford Shelby GT 500. All those cars, Ford and Turn 10 and Playground Games, or the Forza Motorsport franchise, and Ford, you know, all of them combined, have an extremely good relationship. That's why I've been saying, why are they not going to bring trucks to Forza Horizon 3? Because obviously Ford and Turn 10 are like obviously have a great relationship. They're like best friends. I mean, obviously the GT was insane for Ford, and it's insane for Turn 10 because it was a cover car for Forza 6. You know, I could see Ford almost going, here, take this for half price or whatever. Here's a new 2017 redesigned Super Duty. Take it. That's how I can see Ford being.
No, come on.
I just saw that
Come on.
behind the screen. I was like, oh Lord.
Come on.
Wow. So that's what happens with Wipeout, huh, Drake?
Second place.
But you know,
I'm done, Forza. No,
I
I'm
can just
kidding, I love
see,
you.
I can just see them doing that, and because I mean, it's publicity for Ford and sales for them, because people see it in the game. Oh, I want one in real life, so they go buy a Super Duty. It's as stupid as that sounds. That's really the reality of the world. Is people see something in game, and they go, oh my god, I want one. People see a purple Hellcat with black stripes, like I see right behind me, and they go, oh my god, I want one, so they go buy one. That's how people are, and I really feel like that could be, you know, good sales for all of them, and you know, like I said, I'm trying to figure out what that race is. River Rush, that's the one. So this will be our last race, and then we'll cut this.
I need
Go ahead,
to tune
Sharp.
this thing. I didn't even tune it
All right, yeah,
for that
go ahead and tune
race.
Yeah, go ahead and tune it. But you know,
Go ahead.
I could see Ford and Forza Motorsport being really good friends. Yeah, Chris, hang on, I'm live streaming. And I could see that, and you know, and then going to Chevy and being like, hey, can we have the rights to the Duramax and the Silverado name? And Chevy would be like, yeah, man, take it. They don't care. I mean, obviously they're going to care, but I don't think it's be that big of a deal to get the lights the rights and the license to those vehicles. I don't think it'd be a big deal. So I could see trucks, I could see bikes. Obviously they like BMW. There's a ton of BMWs in the game. I could see super bikes in the next Forza Motorsport. I could see that stuff. Is it possible? Yes.
Yeah.
But is possible? Yes, of course it is. Anything is possible right now in the world of Forza Motorsport. Anything can happen. I mean, obviously we've seen that with Horizon and Snow now. I mean, they can do anything. And the Xbox One and the Xbox One S and the PC, they have the power to hold that. So I don't think we've seen the limit of what they can do. And I think right now they're just going to keep on going. And as they are, we're going to see a lot of improvements. So Forza Motorsport 7,
Well,
massive game. I mean, I can already see them releasing it like, you know, in a couple months to be like, by the way, you know, keep it on your calendar. September 23rd, we're releasing Forza Motorsport 7. Wait, what happened? And then the whole world goes nuts. That's how it's going to be. And I'm pumped. I can't be more happy with Horizon 3 and then now Motorsport 7 when they release it. That's going to be a huge deal. So,
Yeah.
I'm pumped. So, Sharpie, you ready?
But yeah, but with the 360s, they didn't really max out the 360s. There's still more potentials in the 360, but where the 360 was getting so old, they didn't want to push it no more. The
I'm pretty
360
sure that they
could've
could
been
have pulled
better.
off a Forza 6 on the 360 just without all
Actually,
that good
probably could.
graphics.
It-
I'm
it could
not gonna say that.
handle it.
I'm gonna say that it probably wouldn't be as good, but it would probably be really good.
Yeah,
Load.
it would be better. It'd be pretty good because the 360 wasn't at its maximum potential, but everybody didn't want to push it to that maximum potential because they're afraid it's going to mess up the 360.
I
Yeah.
mean, and the 360 console wasn't okay for its day. Yes, it was a powerful console. It was probably, I mean, I think
Yeah.
I never owned a 360. I've played on a 360, but I've never owned one. But I'm sure you guys agree that the 360 is the best console ever made, even better than the Xbox One.
Oh,
I'm sure you
agreed.
guys agree with that. And
Agreed. Agreed.
I can't say that because I never owned one, so I say the Xbox One's the best console. But hey, that's me. I mean, yes, I've played it on 360, but I don't know well enough to say I like it more than anything. But for its day, it was a very powerful console. The Xbox One, and now the Xbox One S, and now they're talking Project Scorpio. The power
Project
for these
Scorpio.
consoles is limitless. So
Yeah.
and they probably held back on the 360 because it would motivate people to go buy
It was old.
the Xbox One. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, I mean, yes, A, it wouldn't really support it, but B, they also I think they cut stuff back also because it was.
That's what they did for Horizon 2.
Yeah.
They said, okay, we're gonna help you guys, but we're not. They didn't give you all the features.
Yeah, it would have helped boost Xbox One sales because people realized how outdated the 360 was, and I'm gonna go buy a One now just so I can get all the fancy stuff. I mean, when I was looking, I was really like, is it worth it to go get an Xbox One? And then I saw the graphics change. I was like, yeah,
didn't
forget the 360, and I went and got myself a One, and I'm so glad I did. And I love it. I love every. Oh, please don't roll.
It's a good thing you didn't meet me then because I would have told you to get a 360, even though I probably we would have eventually got onto the One.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm glad I didn't wait because I was I was on the fence about getting a console as it was. So to be where I am and
At least you
know.
didn't go over to the hateful PlayStation.
you know what, and
I'm sorry, PlayStation's
Again.
pretty good.
okay, and can I just say this?
The console is good, but the internet connection and crap, it's just garbage.
And
You
can I
need to
say
fix
something?
it.
Yeah, go
As
ahead.
awkward as this sounds, you want to know one of the main reasons I went with an Xbox One? I'm being serious.
God.
Because I like the way the controller felt.
Well, yeah, 'cause
That's
it's
why
a
most people do it.
cool controller.
Most people think I'm crazy when I say that, but one of the main reasons I went with my
No.
Xbox One was because I liked the way the controller felt over the PS4. I thought it was blocky and it was kind of uncomfortable to hold. This is molded to your hand. I love the Xbox One controller, and that's one of the reasons I went with an Xbox One. I was like, yep, I'm pathetic. I like the way my controller feels. I'm going to stick with my Xbox One, and that's what I got.
See, whenever I go play my PlayStation 2, which the PlayStation's
Oh, the
controllers, let's face it, they haven't changed much.
Oh, no.
They've
They've been
changed
the-
a little
they've been
bit,
the
but
same
controller.
oh look. Yeah, my hands
changed.
cramp up whenever I play it.
Yeah, we got to think too, Drake. You used this 360 controller, the Xbox One controller. So when you
Right.
go to that, you got your
It's all
fingers
what
all
you're
cramped
used
up
to.
together. Yeah.
I mean, and yes,
Me before. Go
yes,
ahead.
you could take and go buy controllers for other consoles though as well.
Yeah, and adapters to make you
Yeah.
be able to use others. Oh come on! I keep missing these.
But
checkpoints.
still,
I'm
I
used to
just
driving on the
I
ice.
feel I almost feel kind of stupid for saying that, but that's the way I thought when I was going to go buy my Xbox, and that's the way I thought. I'm glad I did because I still love the Xbox One more than any. Oh God, I see a purple hood behind me. Really?
Hey guys, and
Your
if you're watching
guitar
right now,
solo.
let me say, if you're doing a challenge with Crown Vic versus Crown Vic, they're good. They're good. If you're doing challenges with Hellcats, don't choose a Crown Vic. Don't choose a
Yeah.
Crown Vic.
2 Hellcats
Yeah,
and a
I'm
Crown
not this
Vic.
far
Crown Vic.
Obviously, we
because
know what's one.
my car's horrible. It's because I crashed a lot. I'm not blaming it on the car. It's my driving that put me back here, but don't choose a Crown Vic.
It's the dropper.
And I'm doing barrel rolls now. This is fun.
All right.
Oh God. damn it.
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Like I said throughout the video, if you guys want to see more, put it in the comments. If you're watching on Twitch, put it in Twitch chat. If you're watching on YouTube, put in the comments. Contact us through our Gmail account. You can contact us through that. That's in our YouTube bio, burntrubergaming@gmail.com. Go ahead and contact us there. Any questions, comments, concerns, let us know. any other gameplay, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Star Wars Battlefront, even older games like that, I don't care. Let me know. We'll put gameplay in there. We'll put it up on YouTube.
709 cross the finish line now.
We enjoy it. It's good. There's Drake for the DNF. Crown fix, man.
He did.
But, well, on that bombshell, it is time to end. This sounds like... I'm just going to casually end the video now, because that was a Top Gear reference.
Good night. Talk to you later. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Good night.